Exterior dockside, day. French soldiers march onto a ship in good order. One carries a royal French flag. George Washington, 49, Hamilton, LaFayette, Axel von Fersen, and General ROCHAMBEAU, 56, observe them while drinking well-earned cups of tea. Axel and ROCHAMBEAU are in white-on-blue Royal French Army uniforms. The rest are in dark blue American uniforms. ROCHAMBEAU finishes his tea, adjusts his medals, and prepares to leave.
Tea has never tasted so sweet.
And now it is tax-free.
ROCHAMBEAU laughs too loudly, catching Washington off guard.
General Washington, it has been a pleasure serving with you.
Sensing the moment, they all place down their tea.
The pleasure is mine, General ROCHAMBEAU.
Washington extends his hand for a shake.
You Americans and your shaking hands.
ROCHAMBEAU gamely shakes his hand.
America will never forget all that France has done for us.
ROCHAMBEAU smiles politely.
Never is a long time, but I believe that you will remember. I know the British will.
ROCHAMBEAU smiles devilishly and turns to leave, but stops.
You have done the impossible, General. Now comes the hard part.
ROCHAMBEAU nods reassuringly. Washington nods solemnly.
Ready, Lafayette?
Lafayette nods. He salutes Washington. Washington salutes.
Your friends, and I first among them, will miss you.
Lafayette drops his salute and extends his hand for a heartfelt shake. Washington warmly smiles and shakes. Lafayette's shake is far more natural and familiar than ROCHAMBEAU's was. Intimate even, like a father and son.
This is not goodbye.
Washington nods. ROCHAMBEAU, Axel von Fersen, and Lafayette board the ship. Washington and Hamilton watch them go. Once Lafayette is out of view, Washington's smile fades.
Lafayette's a smart man. He'll be fine.
Washington frowns.
France is no place for fine men.
Interior prison cell, day. A prison cell door swings open to reveal Mirabeau, 34. He has a portly frame, puffy lips, slightly bulging eyes, and a hideously pockmarked face, topped by a gigantic disheveled hairdo a la Beethoven. He looks every bit like a man who has been in solitary confinement for the last 2 years. He is curled in a ball in the corner. A waste bucket sits nearby. The deep voice of a judge, 60s, intones.
Count Mirabeau, you stand accused of rape, sodomy, evading arrest.
A prison guard, 30s, stands at the doorway of the cell. He takes the bucket and throws its vile contents on Mirabeau.
Insolvency, publishing erotic literature, public indecency, soliciting prostitution.
The prison guard throws clothes at Mirabeau's feet.
Assaulting the Marquis Monnier, abducting the Marquise Monnier. Count Mirabeau, are you listening?
Mirabeau snaps out of a daze, now standing in a courtroom in the clothes that were thrown at his feet, with his hair still wet. The judge leers over him from a raised table. The prison guard stands nearby with other guards. Mirabeau, heavily intoxicated, sways slightly before nodding.
Are you drunk?
Mirabeau considers the question, then shakes his head. The judge frowns and looks at the prison guard, who shrugs.
Count Mirabeau, you are accused of heinous crimes against nature, God, and King. His Majesty mercifully permitted you 2 years to consider your crimes. Are you now prepared to confess and atone for your sins?
Mirabeau enters a deep think. They wait.
Could you read them again?
The judge looks at the prison guard, who hits Mirabeau in the stomach. Mirabeau stumbles. The judge begins signing papers.
If 2 years alone in a vault hasn't changed you, then nothing will. I'm recommending immediate trial and punishment. Guards, transfer Count Mirabeau to his ward in Pontarlier.
The guards advance towards Mirabeau.
You give me up to Monnier, and I won't live to see a trial.
The judge shares an amused glance with the prison guard.
Marquis Monnier is not your ward.
Mirabeau looks genuinely confused.
You don't know who asked His Majesty to put you here, do you?
The guards grab Mirabeau.